What's going on, guys? Andrew Simpson here, aka Asimpvlogs. It's the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, guys. So I'm actually currently outside walking Walmart so I can get some shit. But the reason why I'm making this video is because I have some stuff I want to get off my chest. Something I want to talk about because of what happened recently. I'm not going to go in specific details, but it did bring up a good topic for me. Also, I didn't really give you a good video last week, so definitely want to talk to you guys about some stuff today. So, the issue that I want to talk to you guys about is expectations versus goals. Now, those are two very different things, which lines can be blurred. Oh, let me just get this car to go past, because Jesus Christ. All right. Anyway, yeah, expectations versus goals. Two very, very different things that if people are not mutually understanding where they stand on each of those, then it can cause really big problems. Like, for example, my expectation on my birthday is that I'll get some happy birthday wishes from some Facebook some acquaintances, people that just added me on Facebook. I expect a couple people to say happy birthday on there. No big deal. I also expect my close friends, my real friends, that I don't even really talk to on Facebook, but they're my real friends, to give me a text message on my birthday saying happy birthday, or maybe even a call, but mostly a text message because that's what I do. But when it comes to my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, I expect a phone call from my mom, my dad, and like some other relatives. I expect my younger brother to say happy birthday through my parents. Actually, no. I expect my parents to lie about my brother wishing me a happy birthday, because I know he doesn't give a shit. He does, but he doesn't. Alright, so anyway, what this brings me to is expectations. The thing that I don't like about expectations is the fact that there's a sense of entitlement behind it. When someone's talking about expectations, they're talking about things that they are entitled to, that they're guaranteed. When you're talking about a goal, you're talking about something that you're working hard towards. I'm not saying you can't work hard towards your expectation, but an expectation, when it's not met, can lead to disaster, especially when it's with a startup. If someone's expecting more and you don't have that mutual expectation, and it's never a conversation, and it's not a goal, you can expect 30% equity for doing something in a company, and if it's not a goal that you're looking to work towards, but it's an expectation, something that you should automatically be handed, it can lead to bullshit and arguments and just ruin things. Now, you can expect to join a gym and lose 10 pounds. I think that's stupid though. Just joining a gym alone without any goals attached to that expectation or actual activities listed that will help you reach that destination. That's the difference. When a goal is not met, first off, when a goal is not met, you plan, you learn, you adapt, and then you find a way to make that goal happen, even though the timeline ends up getting stretched. Because typically a goal is attached to a timeline. Expectation, that's something you're expecting at a mark. And if you don't hit that expectation, if you don't get what you're expecting, and that just is not reached, you can't recover like you can with a goal. That's the issue there. I think it's important though. I think it's important to have goals. I think it's important to have expectations. But you need to learn when to attach which. What you're attaching your expectation to. What you're attaching that goal to. I think it's important to have goals. But if you're expecting to be given something and you don't put the effort behind it, it's meaningless, and it causes issues. It can cause conflict when you're expecting to receive something and then there's no chance. You have to go through someone else to get that. Like, it's my goal to start a company. It's my goal to make millions of dollars. But it's not an expectation. I mean, I'm already starting my company, so I've already reached that goal of starting, of actually taking myself seriously as a startup founder. That was always an expectation of mine. I expected to do a lot of things, and it always led to feeling defeated. When it comes to goals, when I have a timeline for a goal that I want to achieve and I don't hit it at that time, it allows me to adapt. Like, I don't expect things anymore Like, except for like little things. I don't expect big things. I don't expect to be a millionaire by like age 24. I'm 23 right now, turning 24 in February. Shout out to me. But anyway, I don't expect to be a millionaire by 24. I could make it a goal, but I think that's pointless. I think that's stupid. But I could make it a goal to be a millionaire by 24. But realistically speaking, if I didn't make that goal, it'll be fine. But I'm also really smart with my goals as well. When you have expectations, you don't, like, I have a love-hate relationship with expectations. Expectations, they seem like it's a guarantee at a certain time. That's the biggest distinction that people need to understand. And I realize that as someone who's a founder in a startup, you have to, I'm sorry for all the cars. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear most of this anyway, but I'm trying. But anyway, as a startup founder, you have to manage your team, and everyone around. That got ruined, so I'm going to say it again. As a startup founder, you have to manage yourself. You have to manage your team, your co-founders, your team. You have to manage your customers. Everyone's expectations have to be managed by you. You have to manage everyone's expectations, including your own. And that's hard. Because if someone's expectations aren't met, if they're expecting to get 30% of the company, it's never even a conversation that you have to facilitate, it can ruin a good thing. Like, I've seen, I'm not going to go very specific details, but things can get really shitty when you think you have something good going on, and then someone has an expectation that's unrealistic that they don't even bring up to you, and then they feel like they're entitled to it. Like, entitlement is bullshit. You're not entitled to shit. I'm not entitled to be a millionaire. I'm not entitled. That's why I can't say I expect to do it. Now, expectation is a prediction that you strongly believe in, which is great. But then when you start rolling into the realm of delusion with your timelines, it ruins things. It's a goal of mine to be a multimillionaire, and I truly, truly, truly believe. It's not even that I believe I'm going to hit that goal. I know I am. However, I don't have an expectation attached to it either. I feel like having an expectation, it's like it makes me think of entitlement, and maybe that's just me because of a recent scenario that happened. But I hate entitlement so much. I hate entitlement, and I don't think anyone should feel like they're entitled to something. Just because you work hard for something doesn't mean you're entitled. You can expect to have 1,000 customers for your startup on day 2, or you can make it a goal. If you make it a goal, it's more of, we don't know what's going to happen, but this is what we want to see happen, and this is the plan we're going to use to implement it. When it's expectation, it's going to happen, no worries. That's the way I look at it. And this is just my opinion, but I don't really have a strong attachment to that word. I don't think it's a positive thing to use. And I truly believe entitlement is bullshit, and I hate people that feel like they're entitled to something just because they're related to someone or because they're just some special person that adds so much value. And I think it's great that people see their value. That's important to me. Like, I made a video before about that. We should all see our value. We're all valuable. But yeah, I'm about to head into Walmart, and I'm probably going to keep recording on my walk back. I just got from Walmart, and just to wrap up, just to kind of have the happy ending. No, just to wrap up though, to put everything in perspective, I think that if you have an expectation and someone else controls that expectation coming into fruition, and they can veto that expectation and make it not happen for you, you should lay it out from the start. If you're working with someone else, or if you have an expectation that in some way is in the end is determined between you and someone else, or someone else makes that decision, make sure you guys talk it out early, and you don't allow that expectation to cloud your own judgment and ruin a potentially good thing. So instead of having an expectation and marketing it as such, use that expectation and then make it sound like it's a goal that you have, that you're working towards, not something that you just expect to be handed to you. But yeah, you guys are going to get another video this week, one with me and the team. I want to do that all over again. That's why I only had the shot that Kenny took, but I want to have a full video that shows you guys, everyone that's working on this project, that's with us, working on this business. And yeah, have a happy 4th of July, guys. See you next week. Actually, I'll see you later this week, and I'll see you next week again. Peace.